Okay, it's beginning now. Welcome to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. I'm Craig Benzine.
And I'm Greg Benson.
Yay! We here at Two Guys Talking About Lettuce we talk about lettuce.
By the way, can I just commend you on how smoothly you started this week's podcast?
Thank you.
It was smooth. That's why they call you Craig Smooth Moves Benzine.
You know what? And I like my chocolate smooth too. I have a piece of chocolate here I'm going to eat. I saved it for the podcast.
Are you a milk or a dark chocolate kind of guy?
This is dark chocolate. I tend to prefer dark chocolate, but honestly, I will eat any chocolate.
You know, well, you wouldn't eat white chocolate, I hope.
I would. I wouldn't prefer it, but I would eat it.
Because that ain't chocolate. I don't know why they call it white chocolate, because that ain't chocolate.
What would you call it?
Garbage. I would call it
garbage.
I would call it garbage.
Garbage. It seems like that would be bad branding. I don't think they would sell very well if they were called garbage.
Yeah. By the way, this stream is sponsored by white chocolate. Hey, do you hate your own mouth? Why don't you try white chocolate, you piece of shit?
How much do we get for that?
14,000. Not very much.
Oh, that's up though. That's up from the towels sponsorship that we got.
You're right. It is. It is up. It is up from that.
So why did it go up? Did we get a good response for towels?
I think that white chocolate just has a lot of expendable income, but it's not like one of those multi-million-dollar sponsorships as we have.
Yeah. So, and how many agents do we have now?
I fired them all. We have no agents, so we get the whole thing. Yeah.
You fired all of them?
Yeah.
Did I know this already? I don't think I knew this already.
I just happened this morning. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm getting a notification. We just got 7 more agents.
Oh, my God. Who told you that?
I just got a notification right here.
A notification in your headphone?
Yeah, I'm touching
one side.
Yeah, my right ear headphone gives me notifications.
You got full headphones on, but just one side gave you a notification.
Don't listen. I don't ridicule my headphones. I mean, I may not be able to afford nice, fancy headphones like you, but I mean, I only get notifications on one side.
Okay, but you can hear everything else on both sides.
Oh, we just lost one of our agents. Now we have 6.
Who's telling you this?
Why notification?
Who hired the 7 agents?
I feel like you're trying to call me out, like you feel like I'm lying or making things up.
No. Again, I never think you're lying. I'm trying to clarify what's happening because it seems the things you say bring up a lot of confusion.
Listen, you might be confused. I don't think that our listeners are confused. I think they're with me all the way, and they're like, "Oh man, that Greg Benson, he really knows what he's talking about." I feel like that's what they say every episode.
All right, now think about it this way.
I bet they'll even comment. They'll comment on our Patreon. That Greg Benson, he really knows what he's talking about!
Greg,
exclamation
think
mark.
about it this way: if you were a confused or confusing person, just naturally, you would think that other people knew what you were talking about.
Oh, I don't follow you. I just sometimes you just don't make any sense.
There's no way. There would be no way to convince you that you are confusing if you just believe you are not.
I just don't know what you're talking about. It's like you're speaking Spanish.
Okay, all right.
And no, I do not know where your shirt is.
Okay, that's not what I asked.
I cannot give you directions to the library.
I'm speaking English. These are not Spanish sounding words.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't help you.
I'm going to open my chocolate.
I can hear you opening it.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it. That would be amazing.
You can.
I can see it. Yes, my wish has come true. My wish has been granted. Whoa. Okay, guys, I'm going to listen. You can't see what's happening, so I'm going to describe to you. Excuse me. Over the podcast, Craig right now has put the chocolate in his mouth. He is currently chewing it, but he does not have a smile on his face. He looks pensive, thoughtful, and pensive. Now he looks slightly confused. He's eating the chocolate, but he's not. It does not appear to be enjoying the chocolate.
When you are enjoying food, you just have a big grin? You just do a big smile?
The bigger the grin, the more I'm enjoying it.
It's hard to chew if I smile a lot. Actually,
the more teeth you show, the more you're enjoying. Now
Craig is laughing at what I'm doing right now.
Craig is.
I'm trying to smile and chew with showing teeth.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. person. You literally look insane.
Wait, are you saying just all the time, or when I try to eat like that?
I would never say that about you. Not to your face. No,
okay.
I'm saying when you chew and smile, it almost looks threatening. Oh God. Oh my God. It really is a shame that we're making these videos, but we're not releasing them.
Well, we will. That will be a clip for sure.
Oh
Whenever I get around to releasing video clips.
Oh my God, that's so damn funny. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Craig. Oh my gosh. It's Craig, right? That's your name, Craig?
Yeah.
Craig.
Yeah,
Craig.
I don't know why. Why would you have forgotten that all of a sudden? I
don't. This show is bad for my asthma.
Do you have asthma?
Yeah. Do you have asthma? We've known each other for 47 years, and you don't remember if I have asthma. We're both ex-waiters who have asthma.
I'm 41 years old.
You've known me since you were -6. I can't believe that you don't remember that we have so much in common. I could have called myself Wheezy Waiter.
You could have.
Yeah, because I was a waiter and I had asthma.
Well, why didn't you call yourself
Why didn't I have asthma?
No, why didn't you call yourself Wheezy Waiter?
Oh, see, I didn't know what you were talking about. Again, you weren't making sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Moving on.
All
so
right.
you got any lettuce news, Greg?
Yeah. Lettuce is pretty good. That's what I got. That's what I got this week as far as lettuce goes. It's pretty. When you eat it, it's all right. It's pretty good.
That's either really dull news or not news at all. That's just an opinion.
All right. Here's some in lettuce news today.
Yeah.
A man in Chicago ate a salad.
That's just a guess, but it's probably true.
I bet you anything it happened. It happened at lunch today.
Yeah. How many people would you have to get together, you think, to guarantee that statement is true? Because when you say Chicago, that's like millions of people. But what if you said like a small town? Like, is it possible? Like, how small would the town have to be where it's not actually possible that they had a salad?
I would think that if you had a town of 100 people, that chances are somebody out of that 100 ate a salad today.
So you think it's like, where's the cutoff then? 50? Like 50 people? Do you think the chances are like near 100% that someone had a salad?
Yeah, now you're pushing it. I'd say 73 people. 1 out of 73 people eat a salad for lunch.
So if you get together 73 people, I'm going to bet somebody that one of them had a salad.
Yeah. And if there's any way that we can actually like make this come true, like literally test it and prove it scientifically. Do you like science?
I love it.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. And actually, that's all I have to say about science. I'm going to give you some news. All right.
Oh gosh. All right. It better not be about lettuce, though. You know how angry I get.
You get angry about lettuce?
What? What are you talking about? You're not making sense, Craig. Just give me the news. Let's hear the news.
Okay. Did you know that? So inflation's getting high these days.
Yeah.
So KFC in Australia had to replace their lettuce.
Wait, don't tell me. With cabbage.
Yes, they did. You've heard this news.
I have not heard that news, but I was just guessing.
Oh.
Because it seems to me that fewer people want to eat cabbage. I will tell you this. Every once in a while, we just have some cabbage sitting around. You know how you just have cabbage sitting around? And then all of a sudden, it's taco night, and we want to put lettuce on the tacos, but we ain't got no lettuce. So then we just put cabbage on it. And can I tell you something? It's fine.
Cabbage, I prefer.
Do you really?
Tacos.
Oh, why didn't we do a cabbage podcast?
Well, no. I don't prefer cabbage on everything. I just on tacos, on fish tacos in particular.
Oh, fish tacos. That's the way to go.
Because, with cabbage or with lettuce?
With cabbage.
Yeah, because it's crunchy.
Yeah.
It's crunchier. It's hard. It's firmer.
Oh man, this is a good conversation. Let's go deep. Let's go deep on this. What makes it crunchy? Come on. What makes it crunchy, Craig?
The cabbageness of it?
The cabbageness? Oh man, I love when you use big words. This is good. This is good stuff. Is there more?
Greg, if you're gonna get angry every time I talk about lettuce, we shouldn't have done a lettuce podcast.
Listen, you can't. A person can't control what they get angry about. It's just nature.
You can control what you do a podcast about, though.
I don't know if that's true. So,
okay,
Craig, why don't you go ahead and share the rest of your lettuce news? I guess you have like 6 more items you want to share with us.
That's pushing it. But I do have there was an article from a website.
Article, you say? Website? Okay, good. Yeah, good. Got it so far. I'm going to give you some music while you're doing that, just to pump us up to the next level. Go ahead.
Okay. It's an article from a website called Distractify.
I've been to Distractify before.
Sounds very useful.
Yeah.
You have. What did you read there?
Something that was very distracting.
Okay.
It was good.
They did an article because people were wondering where the Kardashians get their salads that they eat on their program.
Yeah. I got to say, I don't feel like the music really helps.
No, actually, that's more. It kind of was putting me to sleep.
I have that effect on a lot of people.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's why some people listen to this podcast. They're like, I just want to hear these two voices just blather on about lettuce, and I'm going to just drift off to sleep. I bet we helped put a bunch of people to sleep. In fact, like 11 minutes into this podcast, I bet we've already put like 6 or 7 people to sleep.
Hey, wake up! Hey!
Oh, now that's rude. That's rude. If I'm listening to a podcast and I've fallen asleep and someone yells, "Hey, wake up," I'm just going to get angry.
What if you're driving and falling asleep?
Then I'm going to be very thankful. So you may have just saved a life.
I may have. I feel like, in fact, we should every couple minutes we say, "Hey, wake up," and I think we will save lives.
I think it's every 5 episodes we should say it.
Okay. So this was episode. What was this? Episode 10.
This is episode 10. How about that? We've already made it to 10 episodes. Whoa! This is our 10th anniversary.
Oh my God! Is it? Are we sure?
Happy anniversary! Happy. It is.
Let's
happy
not make. Oh, it is. Okay.
No, it is. This is the 10th one.
Oh well! Yay! Okay. Yeah. So they get there. Do you know where Calabasas is?
Oh, sure. I know where Calabasas is. Is that where the Kardashians live?
Well, that's where they get their salad.
Okay.
From a place called Health Nut in Calabasas.
They go to Health Nut I bet they live near Calabasas. There's some big estates out there. I believe that the Will Smith estate is out there. Somewhere out there. Big.
Well, don't go there. You'll get slapped.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay. All right. I actually don't know either.
Okay.
So they get it from a place called Health Nut in Calabasas, and this is the lamest news I've ever read. It's the lamest news I have ever read.
I mean, I thought it was great.
Okay.
I thought like, you know.
Oh wait. Chloe. It's Chloe.
It's Chloe.
It's I know nothing about the Kardashians except that Kim was married to Kanye and now is with Pete Davidson. I know that much.
Okay.
Greg, come on. You know that much.
Yeah. Good.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg.
Good.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Chloe gets a Chinese chicken salad.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, the details make the story better.
With an avocado and mango green teeny.
Oh, my God. So this is why people tune in. They tune in for stuff like this.
Yeah.
I actually have a Kardashian story because I ran into one of the Kardashians once at a concert. I had some really, really good seats for this big live outdoor show that had who was there? Like Fleetwood Mac and Earth, Wind and Fire. And it was one of these big things. It was over like at Dodger Stadium. And I was sitting up near the front in the center section and a couple of rows ahead of me, there was this this group of young people who arrived who were, being obnoxious young people, except that they had a couple of bodyguards with them. They brought 2 bodyguards with them. Turns out it was one of the Kardashians. I don't know who. It wasn't Kim because she's the only one I would have recognized. So it was one of the other ones, young lady. It was one of those young ladies.
Was it Courtney? Was it Chloe? Was it Kiki?
I think it might have been Kiki. I have no idea who it. I don't know. Is Kiki actually a Kardashian?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, let's just say it was her. So, so basically, they sat, in the row, let's say there were it's a group of like 4 or maybe 6 of them, and they were like at the beginning of the row, and the bodyguard stood there at the row, and when other people tried to go to their seats that were on the row, like just on the other side of the Kardashians, the bodyguard refused to let them walk over the Kardashians and made them go all the way to the other side of the row and walk over, like 30 people to get to their seats instead of passing the Kardashians like 4 people.
Okay.
And I don't care how rich you are, but if you go to a fucking concert, people are going to want to get to their seats right in front of you. Deal with it. That's what I say, Kardashians.
Well, you know what? I get what you're saying, and you have a point. But also, they probably don't want to get stabbed, and there's probably a lot of people that want to stab them.
Okay, all right. I see your point, but if you're going to go to a concert, you have to expect a little stabbing.
Okay, all right. Is that true? Like, is there like a minimum for stabbings?
I mean, there is in LA. I don't really know about other towns, but LA is a stabbing town.
Okay.
And so, right. Listen, by the way.
That's stabbing town. That's why they call it stabbing town. That's
stabbing town. Yeah. LA, that's stabbing town. I'm going to actually go to my first concert since pre-pandemic tomorrow night. I'm going to my first concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to see a bunch of ladies with their clothes off. They're going to be bare naked.
No.
Bare naked ladies.
No, there's a band called Bare Naked Ladies. I think that's what you're going to see. And it's men. It's men actually in the band.
Wait, but they bring with them some actual bare naked ladies?
I've never been to a Bare Naked Ladies show, but probably not, because I think then it would have to be probably advertised as such.
Oh, boy.
I think they would.
That is false advertising.
Well, it's just the name of a band.
Well,
I feel like if you're reading a thing and in context, you could probably infer that the name of the band is Bare Naked Ladies. Also, they're a very well-known band. So
I got to tell you something. This kind of makes me furious. Because I feel it's false advertising. I have not been this furious since I went to a concert one time expecting to see some Stones be rolled across the stage, and there were no Rolling Stones whatsoever at this concert. It was just a bunch of old British guys up there singing a bunch of songs.
Yeah, so if you actually don't know who the Rolling Stones are, the band.
Yeah. Well, I do now. I mean, I was at their concert, but they do.
There's something wrong with you.
They did
There's
not.
Something wrong with you. There's a magazine called the Rolling Stone magazine, and that's or just Rolling Stone magazine. I don't think there's a "the" in it.
Well, get your facts straight.
Okay.
I can't believe you wouldn't get your facts straight before talking about something on the podcast.
Right. And it's named after the band, the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
They've been a band for probably I think they're the longest touring band ever. Yeah, and I think extremely popular, particularly probably when you were younger, in your youth, when you were like getting into music, I'm sure. So, what did you listen to when you were younger?
You know what? Honestly, I listened to a lot of 45s that I got from my uncle who worked at a radio station, and there were all these songs that nobody's ever heard. There were terrible, terrible songs like "It don't matter if it rains today, the sun will come out tomorrow. It don't matter." It's terrible. Like that's probably the worst song that I ever loved as a kid.
That sounds great, actually. I was enjoying you singing that, actually.
I also
Can you do another one?
I also had a 45 of "I got my mind made up. Come on, you can get it, girl. Anytime. Say what? Tonight is fine. Tonight is fine." Have you ever heard that song? "I got my mind made up."
I don't think I have.
That was I would say that was probably one of the earliest rap songs.
Okay. Sure sounds like So you think that inspired Tupac? That song?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tupac Shakur's? Yeah, I love M&Ms.
Yeah.
Had some last night.
Okay.
I like the peanut M&M. I think the peanut M&M is a better rapper.
It's a yellow wrapper.
Look what we've done. Oh my God.
Look what we've done.
This is why people tune in. This is what makes it special. And you know what else makes this podcast special? the several minutes of bonus talking that our special patrons at patreon.com/2guys talking about lettuce /
unless it is depending on which direction you read. Right.
Well, now they're going to think that the / comes at the end, which I guess you could put one there.
Oh, no, I'm just amending what you said earlier when you said /.
All right, I'll be a little more specific. Patreon.com /2guys/talking/about/lettuce / That is the URL on the World Wide Web that you can go to.
I think that was too many /. But
I'm not a / counter. You can spend your life being a / counter, as they call them.
All right.
But I got better things to do with my life than to count /.
All right. Okay. But like what? What else? Wait, let's save it for the bonus talking.
Oh, yeah.
In the bonus talking, Greg's going to tell me better things he has to do for his life.
All right, here we go. Bonus talking begins
with his life
right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/2guys talking about lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
And we're back. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
Oh, we didn't even get to the Eiffel Tower.
No, I mean, we talked about so many famous landmarks, and some of the stories that Craig shared were remarkable about these landmarks that he's experienced, and really one of the funniest stories I've ever heard. So thank you, Craig, for that. And if you guys want to hear those amazing stories about famous landmarks, once again, the bonus talking is only available at patreon.com.
Life-changing stuff, guys. It will be. Did your life change, Greg?
Yeah. I just got a notification. Yep. Got a notification my life changed. Yes.
Oh, who is notifying you about that?
Because
again,
the headphones. Just the headphones.
This is something that's just very personal, an opinion that you have about whether or not your life has changed.
Speaking of very personal.
Wait, before we move on, I really need to go back to...
No, you definitely. Let's not talk about other things.
When you said remarkable, that was
remarkable. Oh, you like that?
Landmarks, remarkable.
Oh, whoa. I didn't even realize that. That was genius.
Yeah.
You know, they say that a definition of a genius is someone who doesn't know that they're a genius until Craig Benzine points out their genius. If you look up the definition, that's the definition.
Yeah, if you look it up where I'm going to write it down after this podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. I look forward to looking that up.
Okay.
So speaking of personal, when I saw your daughter on Zoom last week, after we did one of these podcasts, I got to see your daughter, and I will not name her name because I know you enjoy the privacy with your family. In fact, you don't even want to let people know you have a daughter.
No, it's too late. You already did. But
when I saw your daughter on the Zoom last week, I said to her, "Look how big you've gotten," because she's gotten a lot bigger since I've seen her, and I realized you can't say that to adults.
No,
that's just one of those things. Like your wife was there.
Did you try that after?
Well, no,
afterwards?
I didn't. But I did think of saying that to your wife because your wife was there also, and I thought, you know what? If I did that, then if I said that, then I'd be the bad guy all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, we already know you're the bad guy. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I feel like my fans might think you're the bad guy, and your fans might think that I'm the bad guy. But But yeah, let me just say, your wife is very tall. She's a tall lady.
She's about my height. Yeah, a little slightly shorter than me.
Really? So, I was for some reason thought she was taller than you.
No.
Maybe not. It's because she's always wearing those 4-inch heels.
That's it. Yeah, the 4-inch. The
pumps,
glass. They're see-through heels.
They've got goldfish in each heel.
Yeah, goldfish in each heel,
which is amazing.
And then the sparkly cocktail dress that she's wearing.
Well, do me a favor.
Yeah,
just try out my theory, and after the podcast after we're done recording, go into the other room. I'm sure your wife is there, and go up to her and say, "Whoa, look how big you've gotten." You know, just to test it out.
You know, she listens to this podcast now.
All right. Well, listen, all I'm saying is that she's tall.
Yeah. Okay.
She's a nice tall lady.
Okay, China, I hope you've enjoyed this discussion. You are tall, slightly shorter than me, but tall.
Hi, China. How's it going? Text me the answer. She has my phone number, so once she hears this, she will text me the answer to how's it going.
You will get a random text, and you probably will forget what it was about.
All of a sudden, like a month later, I'll just get a random text that just says fine. And I'll be like, what the hell does this mean? China just texted me the word fine.
Does she have your number?
Yeah,
you got to make sure she has.
She does have my
number. Why don't you
number.
say it now just to make sure?
I'll say her number just to make sure that it's the correct number.
No. Why would you need to say her number? Say your number.
Just so it's clear. So I'm proving that she has my number.
No, that doesn't.
If anybody wants to give her a call, she loves calls.
No. Give just your number.
Her number is 9.
It'll be easier for her to text you if you give her number.
Her number is
911.
911, and then you have to use the code word ask for help, and then when they go, what's the matter? You say it's an emergency, and then hang up, and then she'll call you back. Okay, that's if you want to call her, that's how you do it.
Okay, that's not really a problem for me that you gave that number, but that's going to be a problem for someone.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not. Listen, all I do is give out the information. What other people choose to do with it, that's their concern. I'm not gonna butt into somebody else's life.
Have you ever seen the show Benson?
Yes, we talked about that before. Robert Guillaume.
Okay, moving on. Hang
on. Wait a minute. I have a story about the TV show Benson.
We had a running gag where I brought up Benson, and then you said yes, and then we moved on.
Oh,
and we didn't say anything.
So I've ruined it. So can I just tell you now? Can I tell you?
Okay. Fine. Okay. The running gag is over, guys. It's over.
I once ran into an actor from the TV show Benson, and I went up to him, and I said, "Oh my God, I love your show. I'm a big fan of that sitcom you did, Benson," and he laughed because that's not what he thought I was going to say, because the person I ran into was Jerry Seinfeld, who actually used to be on Benson. He had a small recurring part on Benson. So I made Seinfeld laugh by saying that I loved his show, Benson. Yeah. All right.
Where did you see Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, I saw him. He was having lunch with Larry. Oh gosh, there's another comedian. He played the smarmy.
Larry David?
No, not Larry David, but he I think his name's Larry. He's very funny actually. He played the smarmy women's clothing salesman in Pretty Woman. You know, who wouldn't sell the dress.
Yeah. I don't know his name. But I know.
I think it's Larry.
He had like a thin mustache in that movie?
He either did or didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know it was one or the other. He either had a mustache or he had mustache.
Yeah. Thank you for narrowing it down. So, yeah.
Once again, when you guys leave reviews of the show on Apple Podcasts or wherever, be sure and tell us the name of the actor from Pretty Woman who was also having lunch with Jerry Seinfeld.
The one who may or may not have had a mustache.
He may or may not have had a mustache, if that helps to clarify.
Yeah. So was that your whole conversation with Jerry Seinfeld?
Well, the first thing that I did when I went up to him and said, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's you," and then I actually said the name of the other guy and now I can't remember the name of the other guy. I feel like
is that like your superpower? Is that and weakness is that you can't remember the names of people, but when you see them, you know the name?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so like when we stop this podcast, you'll have no idea who I am.
Yeah, no idea. And then I see you and you're like, Craig Benzine. There's Craig Benzine right there.
Yeah.
It's Craig, right? I got it right? It's Craig?
Yes.
Okay.
You said that earlier this podcast.
I just want to make sure.
Okay.
I'm trying to give you respect. The respect you deserve.
When you imply that you're not sure of a person's name, that is not respect. That is not respect at all.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if you just met a person for the first time,
yes,
it is kind of nice, I suppose, to be upfront about whether or not you know their name and wanting to sound like you want to know their name.
So here's a question I have for you. When you meet someone, like let's say that it's like a parent of another kid that your kid goes to school with, you meet another parent and they go like, "Oh, my name is such and such." Not that that's their name. Such and such is not a proper name. I'm giving an example, but instead of the name, I just said the word such and such. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Okay. No clarification necessary.
I can do without the attitude. I'm just trying to clarify that such and such is not the person's name.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
May I please continue?
No one's stopping you. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So they tell you their name, and then you see them the following week, and you're like, "Oh, I can't remember their name." But then, like, you don't really talk to them much. You say hi. And then weeks go by, and then every time they see you, they're like, "Oh, hey, Craig Benzine," because they remember your name.
Sure.
And they always say the first and last name, and you're like, "Oh, hey, you." Mm-hmm. Like at that point, like weeks later, when they've obviously remembered your name, but you don't remember their name, how do you deal with that? Do you feel it's okay to go like, "By the way, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my God, I want to cut off one of my limbs, but I can't remember your name."
That's a weird thing to say. That is just a weird thing to say.
What? I mean, how do you say it? You're like, "Oh God, I want to microwave my own cat."
I mean, this is
I can't remember your name.
Oh, no. I'm concerned actually that those were your go-tos. But like, because I've never felt so frustrated about something that I wanted to microwave a cat. I just never have. I just and assume that would help the frustration go away. I feel like that would just cause other problems and deep guilt.
I want to clarify. Sometimes cats get cold, and you live in a cold climate. Do you have a cat?
We don't have a cat. We have a dog.
It's probably no. Don't ever do this with a dog. It would hurt a dog. Okay. But sometimes the cats get cold. You know, in a cold climate, and you got to warm a cat up. And
blanket, maybe a blanket.
Let me just clarify to anyone listening: do not microwave your cat. Which, by the way, is the title of this episode. Do not microwave your cat.
Your cat.
Yeah.
Yes. It would be if our podcast caused someone to think that it was okay to microwave your cat, what would be the situation where it would have to be like a little kid who heard this part of this podcast and was like, I think it's okay to microwave a cat.
Oh God.
How would a little kid ever get to this part of this podcast?
Well, luckily little kids don't have the strength to lift up their cat, nor can they reach the microwave. So I feel that by the time you're at the age where you can reach the microwave, you're going to know not to microwave your cat. And frankly, if parents have not taught their children not to microwave a cat, then that's the parents' fault. You know, I mean, as soon as Charlie could read, the first thing we taught him, do not ever microwave a cat. We taught him that first thing.
So did you make a list of hypothetical, ridiculous things that a kid might do?
No, of course not.
And then just tell him not to do them?
No, it's just obvious. You tell them the obvious thing. And the obvious thing is you got to let your child know that microwaving a cat is not necessary.
Is that what it is? Is that it's not necessary?
It's not
is that the
necessary.
problem?
It is not necessary. Because
I feel like
a lot of people don't know this, but cats, they self-microwave. I don't really know how they do it, but that's what makes cats... That's what
I think you're missing the point. It's just that you shouldn't because it's bad. Oh, it will kill the cat.
What? It'll kill the cat? Yeah. Oh God, I'm definitely not going to do it now.
And it'll make a big mess, I assume, if it goes long enough.
Oof, I am definitely not going to do it now.
Okay, so that you were possibly going to do it before?
I mean, I was gonna, but I mean now I'm not.
Oh, I'm not definitely going to?
No, I was definitely going to do it. And now I'm definitely not going to do it because now I don't want to hurt a cat.
But you were advising to not do it before, but you still were going to definitely do it?
It was one of those do as I say, don't do as I do situations.
Okay. So now that you say you're definitely not going to do it, are you just saying that?
Yes, I'm just saying that. I'm still going to do it.
Okay, no, don't do it, Greg. Don't do it.
Okay. So you're saying that I should or I should not microwave a cat?
Don't. No.
I should not.
Should not.
To clarify, you're saying I should not do that.
Yes, you should not microwave a cat, and you will not microwave a cat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If you say so.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
No. Yeah, if that's what you tell me, that's what I'll do. You're the boss of me.
That sounded a little sarcastic, actually. That sounded like...
The funny thing is, yesterday I actually asked my son, who is 6. We won't say his name because I don't want you to know that my son's name is Charlie. So my son is 6, and who shall not be named, and he
Charlie.
Huh? Come on, man. So anyway, okay. I asked him to put a new trash bag into the trash can because I just took the trash out. You know how I don't know if you guys ever do this. You put a trash bag in a trash can. You guys ever do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think we just throw our garbage on the floor? What do you think?
I don't know what you do. I've never been to your house. So anyway, so I asked him to put a new trash bag into the trash can. And he said, "Well, you're the boss of me, so I guess I'll do it."
But he wasn't being sarcastic.
He wasn't. He literally, he thinks that I'm the boss of him. Now, it's because he's 6. I mean, he'll later, when he gets, especially like to be a teenager, he'll realize that no one is the boss of him. Except unless he actually has a boss, like he gets a job.
Right. Are you gonna demand that he work at a young age?
Oh, I've already demanded it. He's already been in a commercial.
That's true.
Yeah.
I completely lost my train of thought. Lost my train of thought.
You were about to give us some more fascinating lettuce news.
Yes, I was.
Just to clarify, by the way, our son did one commercial, and it was great, and we made a bunch of money off it because we all did it together. It was me and my wife and my son, and so we all did it together. Made a bunch off it. It was a Capital One commercial, and it was adorable, and I'm so glad that we did it. And then the pandemic hit, and then after the pandemic started to lighten up a bit, his agent called with an audition, and he had a few lines to learn, and he said, "You know what? I don't want to do this." And we said, "Okay." Because that was the deal. Like if he ever said, "I don't want to do this," then okay, fine, you don't have to do it. So he no longer does it.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
that's the right attitude.
I feel like it is because I feel like, especially in Los Angeles, a lot of parents, they sort of just, "You're gonna do it because it means you get health insurance or whatever they're trying to do. You're gonna do it because I get 85% of the money." You only have to save. Did you know you only have to save 15% of the money for your child?
Really?
Yeah.
When you have a child actor?
Yeah, 15% goes into a Coogan account, and the other 85% is left for the parents to squander. Now, what we did, though, we didn't squander it. We put the rest of it in his college fund. So really, we're saving all of it for him, but he just won't get it till later.
That's actually a really good idea. But if you ever wanted to give me some of it, that's fine, too.
All right, you know what? We will close down his college fund. I'll go ahead and send you a check. You'll get that next week.
Okay, cool. I mean, college is overrated, honestly.
All right. I mean, if that's what you say.
But me? Yeah. I think I'm just properly rated.
Yeah,
so
I suppose you are. Hey, listen, I know you wanted to do lettuce news, but we're running out of time, and we haven't done what everyone's favorite part of the podcast is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and other pals, it is time once again for It's Joke Time. Go ahead, Craig. Start us off with your favorite joke.
Okay. So there was a man and a wife. They were in bed.
I love it so far.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Calm down. Okay. Stop sweating, Greg. Stop sweating. And it was late at night, and there was a knock at the door.
Oh God.
And the man got up, and he walked to the door.
Oh God.
I heard this joke very recently on an episode of Conan.
Oh God, is he going to get murdered?
No, he's not going to get murdered.
Oh God, thank God! I was so scared he was going to get murdered.
Yeah. And then he came back to bed, and his wife said, "Well, who was it?" And he said, "It was just some guy. He needed a push." And she said, "Are you going to help him?" He's like, "No, it's the middle of the night. I don't know this person." Well, then you should help him. And he's like, all right, fine. And he went back out.
Oh, wait, is this where he gets murdered? He goes outside and then the guy murders him?
And then he got murdered.
I love that joke. Oh my God, that is a classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. You seem to like that joke too much. Because that's not even a punchline. That wasn't even the joke.
Because it was his wife's fault that he ended up getting murdered.
Listen, anybody, if you ever run into Greg in person, do not bring any cats near him. And
I love a good joke.
Any sort of sharp objects.
I love a good joke. Huh?
Then, alternatively, here's an alternative ending.
Oh, different ending.
Yeah.
Alternative means different, by the way.
Yes, yeah. He goes to the door. He opens the door, and the man isn't there. It's completely dark.
Oh no!
And he said, "Hello, you out there? Do you still need a push?" And he's like, "Yeah." Well, where are you? Over here on the swing. That's the joke.
Oh, because he needed a push on the swing.
Yeah.
Okay. I liked it better when the guy got murdered. I mean, I thought that's a funnier joke.
It wasn't even a joke. That wasn't a joke. That was just a person getting murdered. That was just a hypothetical person getting murdered. That's all it was.
But I feel like it has broader appeal. It's one of those things it's great for the whole family.
No. It's only great for someone who just likes the idea of murder and it being mentioned.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I have a shorter joke.
But first, I got to credit. I heard Tig Notaro say that joke on Conan's podcast.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So you didn't write that one. Okay. That's fine.
No, I don't think she did either. But okay.
All right. Look, I write my own jokes. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and do one that I wrote.
Well, I'm mentioning Conan's podcast because in case he wants to, do a little collaboration.
Hey, he might as well. I've got another friend who's got a podcast on Conan's podcast network.
Mm-hmm. Is that Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here's the joke that I wrote. And I wrote this just for the podcast because I feel like everyone's going to love it. Here we go.
Okay.
Ricky Nelson, Bobby Rydell, Ed Kooky Burns, Frankie Avalon, and Fabian walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Wow, younger listeners sure aren't going to understand those references."
Is that the joke?
That's it. Did you like it? Oh, and then one of them got murdered.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I feel like that wasn't really much of a joke. Again,
well, what if it was Ed Kooky Burns who got murdered? Does that make it more of a joke?
Kinda, just because his name. You said his name again, and it's funny. It's a funny name.
He's famous for playing the role of Kooky, who liked to comb his hair so much that he had a hit song like in the late 50s called "Kooky Kooky, Lend Me Your Comb."
Okay, so is this still part of the joke, or are you?
The joke is still going.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little longer than I thought it was. I thought it was a short joke, but again, and even this talking that I'm doing now is part of the joke.
Wow. Well, okay. So I want to commend you for maybe the worst joke I've ever heard. So thank you.
And I want to commend our listeners for listening to this entire show. Thank you, everybody, for listening to two guys talking about lettuce. My name is Greg Benson.
And I'm Craig Benzine.
And I'm Greg Benson. Thank you so much for listening.
Have a again, no, you don't need to say it twice. You don't need to say it twice.
That's it.
I'm talking about
Wake up!
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm talking about